Brendan Mindiak final tribute speech. Start spreading the news. A New Jersey native became a legend, and he did it all his way. Francis Albert Frank Sinatra was the only child of Sicilian immigrants, and he grew up in Hoboken, New Jersey. At a young age, Frank was inspired by watching Bing Crosby and decided to pursue a career in singing. Little did he know that one day he would become the most famous actor and singer of the 20th century and would leave an impact that lived on much past his death. This one man released 97 different musical albums, appeared in 57 different films, and starred in numerous television programs, all within his 59-year career. Whether it was singing about love, to acting in a war movie, to hosting his own television show, Frank Sinatra was truly a man of many different talents. Frank Sinatra's singing abilities gained him the title of the greatest male vocalist of the 20th century. Of his more than 1,400 single hits, almost all of them ended up on the top 10 chart. These hits brought him 13 Grammy Awards, giving him a spot in the Grammy Hall of Fame. His music was unique for this period in history when most men were overseas fighting in World War II. With his deep, intimate voice, he was loved by wives and girlfriends who felt as though Frank was singing to them on a one-to-one basis. This intimacy brought him another title, the Sultan of Swoon. But his music wasn't only for the enjoyment of women. It was also a way for Frank to fight for racial equality. He was the first artist to combine elements of African swing music into the music of the white-dominated America. In addition, several of Frank's pieces were arranged by Cy Oliver, who was an African American. But perhaps his greatest musical accomplishment is a single song entitled New York, New York, which is considered to be the theme song of the named city, being played in most celebrations and sporting events. His music, which is still well known even today, played an important, even crucial role in the formation of the culture of the 20th century. Aside from his work in the music industry, Frank Sinatra was also a very successful actor. Most of his movies incorporated his talented singing abilities, but the awards he won were for his acting skills. One of his awards is a 1946 Academy Award for his role in The House I Live In. This short 10-minute film was so special because it advocates for religious and racial tolerance in America, which would foreshadow Sinatra's life, dedicated to fighting for civil rights. The other highlight of Sinatra's acting career is his 1954 Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in From Here to Eternity, where he portrayed Private Angelo Maggio in a story of American GIs on Pearl Harbor right before the attack on December 7th. Through all of his acting, no matter what character he played, he still managed to promote his beliefs in equality. To top off this Renaissance man's career, he often appeared in television shows and specials. Perhaps his greatest showcase was the 1967 special entitled Frank, A Man and His Music plus Ella plus Hoban, which highlighted Sinatra's collaboration with the First Lady of Song, Ella Fitzgerald, and Brazilian musician Antonio Carlos Jobim. However, Sinatra's most successful show was The Frank Sinatra Show, which featured musical guests, including well-known artists such as Louis Armstrong and Liberace. A more recent television show on HBO takes its viewers through the life of Frank Sinatra, leading up to his final farewell. In conclusion, Frank Sinatra was the greatest musician and performer of the 20th century. Not only was he a legendary singer, but also a skilled actor and a famous TV star. Through his career, he even managed to fight for his beliefs in racial equality and justice at an important moment in American history. Frank Sinatra was a man who lived by his lyrics in The Impossible Dream, and maybe, just maybe, was trying to teach all of us a lesson. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far. To be willing to give when there's no more to give. To be willing to die so that honor and justice may live. And I know, if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to rest.